Hey Lamar, how's it going guys? Welcome back to a brand new video and a brand new year. We hope everybody had a good new year and we're kicking the year off with something a little bit different this year. A lot more tutorial based stuff. We're going to be showing you guys some cool text ideas that you can use in Photoshop for your images, adding a little bit of spice, you know, something a little bit more than just an image at the end of the day. You know, some of these things can be used for multiple different stuff. We're going to be using them, a lot of the stuff, for like art that we're going to be posting with the music that we're making as well, because Ashley is composing a lot of music for the videos. We want to get away with having to use royalty music or copyright music or paying for licensing. We want to just make our own tunes. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be a little bit different. We're also going to be showing you guys a lot more stuff this year based on behind the scenes, so how we edit our photos, how we edit our videos, and then also some random tutorials about what we do. So we hope you guys enjoy. We know it's a little bit different, but hopefully this speaks to some people, and we hope you guys enjoy. So check it out. Alright, so we're gonna start off in Lightroom, and we're gonna pick a portrait image specifically. We want something that's gonna be portrait, so I'm going to pick this one from our most recent shoot. At this point, just choosing a random preset. We're not going to go for a full edit just to make everything look as good as possible. You know, we just put a little bit on it. A little radio filter. And we also put a linear gradient filter at the bottom just to darken the road a little bit, make the car pop. Add a little bit of light in the sky. Another gradient filter. I like playing with the clarity slider just because it adds a little bit of sharpness to the sky. It gives some definition to the clouds as well a little bit. Also like to desaturate the cars a little bit, just to get some of the color out, like especially when shooting in sunset, the car will turn quite orange. So just get a little bit, turn it back a little bit white, you know. Now we're going to export the image. For the size, I'll make it 1080 by 1350. That's like a recommended size for Instagram. I know they also recommend 1080 by 1080, but I'm not looking for a block, so I always go for the 1350 version. So we're going to bring the image into Photoshop and then scale it up to size. Always bring the car a little bit down just to try and match the rule of thirds. So next we're going to get our first thing we're going to learn is how to basically put text behind a car. So you cannot pick your text. I'm going to try and find my Germanese one we made a while ago, this one. So you can line it up roughly, but it's not too big of a deal right now. So we're going to turn that layer off, and then we're going to grab our lasso tool. What we're going to do now is we're going to cut the car out. Make sure your layer is selected and then start cutting out the car. We don't normally cut out the entire car. I only cut out the top of the car because that's where the text is going to basically be. So you basically want it to be as low as where the text will sit. You can always cut out the entire car if you really want to. It's not needed. Depends on the style you're going for. If you're going to have text completely behind the back of the car, then I would. But for now, let's just quickly cut out the car. Alright, now that it's fully selected, you're gonna duplicate the car layer. You can press Ctrl J and it basically duplicates it like this. Now what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna grab your text and move it below the car layer that you just duplicated. And the reason why you do this is so that you can actually move the text around behind the car. If you are to just cut out the text itself, then you're going to have an issue where you can't actually move the text afterwards. So this is the safer play. I don't really know how to make it appear behind a window. That's a bit beyond my pay grade, so unfortunately I can't show you how to do that, but that's basically it. Let's try and add some color to it quickly. It's color overlays for like plain white, but if you guys want to also do something a bit different, you can always do gradients, but you have to turn off color overlay. And then there's a bunch of color options in here. We'll just use the blue for now. There you have it. So this is number 1. Let's move over to number 2. Alright, so now we've got our layer again. We're going to turn off our car layer, get our logo again. So we're going to use the same Germanese logo that we used previously. Pardon me. Now what you're going to want to do is we're going to basically duplicate this layer. So Control J is the easiest way to duplicate. I'm going to drag it a little bit up. I'm going to off center it a little bit so it's at a bit of a slant. Another way to do it is also just holding Alt and then selecting the layer and dragging. And that basically also duplicates it. The Alt's probably the easiest way, but I'm also so used to doing Control J because that's how I initially learned how to do it. Now what you're going to want to do is grab all 4 of them, convert them to a smart layer or smart object. That basically makes it one giant piece. Now when we try and duplicate again, it obviously just makes it a lot easier. We're going to basically make a nice row of these so that we can cover the entire space. I think a little bit lower. There you go. Alright, so now it's a layer that's big enough. We can basically just make the layer a little bit bigger. Control T is to free transform the text layer like this. So basically just get it to where you would like it. I always want it to like completely go through. So as you can see, the E at the bottom is a little bit low, or sitting a little bit higher. I want it to basically sit a bit lower. There we go. Now we've got a little bit of dead space on the sides there, so I want to just put some more logos there, but we'll flip it. If you hold shift while doing a rotation, it basically ticks on to like 90 degrees and so forth. Let's just keep it in the lines here quick. We'll do the same in the top left corner. Alright, make the entire layer a smart object. Now you're going to bring the image layer above it and then create a clipping mask with the car layer. Just quickly line it up quick. Right click, create clipping mask, and there you have it. This works with any image, any text layer as well. You can really play around with it, but it just looks quite cool. It's something a little bit unique. So there you have it, guys. 2 unique styles, something that you guys can definitely use. I think the masking is quite handy. You can always pull off something quite funky with that, any type of text, anything that really you can mask with, and it goes both ways as well. You can also just use text on top of the layer, but I think the one with the text behind the car also works really well. We do it a lot, especially for our cover photos of our albums, something like that. We will always put or try to, and as well as like thumbnails for YouTube videos, putting the text behind it gives the car a little bit of something, or just gives the image a little bit more than just being an image of a car, you know. Try and help it stand out a little bit, I guess. So yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like and a comment down below and let us know what you guys thought. Let us know if you guys want to see some other styles. Maybe you guys can give us some pointers as well. Look, we are still learning on our end. We're just showing you guys how we do it. And let us know what you guys want to see next. Should we go towards our video editing, or should we maybe push more towards our photo editing? At the moment, we're planning photo editing first. So let us know. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Peace.